Hey, what's up guys? Sorry I haven't uploaded a video in a while, but I do got a pretty awesome surprise for y'all. But before I get started, just let me apologize to the few who subscribe to my channel. I guess expecting to see future upgrades to my half-X case. But to be honest, I had that case for about 2 years and I had been constantly upgrading it. I was finally satisfied with how it looked, but I was ready to change it up, get something different. It was a great case, but I got tired of how empty it looked on the inside. The truth is, I was just never going to take advantage of the space that it had to offer. And, so I decided to get something different. So without further ado, here's my current gaming rig. As you can see, it looks quite different than my other build. Quite the opposite, as a matter of fact. I decided to go with the micro ATX build because I figured it was everything that I needed. I don't think I would ever add more than 2 graphics cards. And I tried a custom water loop, but that just wasn't for me. Another reason I decided to go with the micro ATX build is because, like I stated before, I was tired of having all that empty space on the inside. So let's start off with the case. I decided to go with Corsair's 350D micro ATX case. I looked around quite a bit online and found many micro ATX cases, but this is the only one that stood out and had everything I wanted in a case. I know it's a micro ATX case and it's bigger than most, but that's exactly why I liked it. It's a micro ATX case without making life too complicated by having to squeeze things in, making it really easy to work on. Now let's talk about the motherboard. I decided to go with the Asus Gryphon Z87 motherboard. Now I know a bunch of you are probably screaming at your screens right now telling me that's not how you pronounce it, but that's what I've been calling it, so I'm just gonna go with it. So it was between the Gryphon or the Asus Gene. And even though the prices were around the same, I decided to go with the Gryphon because I wasn't planning on doing crazy overclocking. And I really liked the fact that I could connect my fan straight to the motherboard and I was able to control the fan speeds using the motherboard only without having to buy any additional controllers and adding more clutter to the case. And the only thing I do wish that the Gryphon had that the Gene has is the integrated Wi-Fi and the better onboard sound. While I know it shouldn't matter, the color scheme was something that I was really thinking about before making my purchase. I had already done the black and red, so I wanted to change things up a bit. So that's another reason why I decided to go with the Gryphon. I wasn't really into the whole military color scheme it had going on, but with the armor on it, it really changes up the look, and it looks pretty sweet. And now that I have it, I have no regrets of getting this motherboard over the Gene. Like I said, being able to control the fans just with the motherboard is awesome in itself. So I feel like I've made the right decision. Another thing I do want to mention is that some of the parts that I have in this build are from my previous computer. That includes the hard drives, the graphics card, the RAM, and that sound card in there. I am planning on removing that sound card because if you can see, that sound card has a red LED light, and it just throws off the whole look of the computer. So yeah, I am planning on taking that out. And So right now, the current state of the gaming rig, it's in my eyes, it's not complete yet. I'm still planning on getting a GTX 780, the reference model, to complement the rest of the computer. And another upgrade that I want to do is get the Corsair Dominator Platinum, and in the future, getting a second 780. But we're talking about well into the future. The gaming rig right now, as it stands, it's doing just fine. I play a lot of Battlefield online, and it's doing just fine. So upgrading right now would just kind of feel like a waste of money. But I am looking forward to upgrading just because before I built this computer, like when I was shopping for it, I already had an idea of how I wanted it to look. So right now, in my eyes, it's not finished yet, but it is doing just fine. Like I said, if I were to upgrade right now, it would feel like I'm just throwing away money, and nobody likes doing that. So it's gonna stay like this for a while, until you know, until it's you know, some more demanding games start coming out. Okay guys, so I think that about wraps it up. If I forgot to mention anything, feel free to, you know, comment in the section below with anything that either I forgot to mention or something that you're interested in, and I'll try responding as soon as I can. Thanks guys, see you next time.